John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Everyone knows the website, or it's not a website, the spot of Freezing Cold Takes. Have you ended up on Freezing Cold Takes in time?
Yes, I have once.
You have?
I forget the exact tweet, but it clearly wasn't good because I ended up on the site. I owned it. I rolled around in the poop and moved on. But, man, my replies exploded. That account yields some power.
Oh, it does.
You don't remember what you put?
I can't remember. I think it was something. No, not really. I think it was something about Ben Simmons being better, possibly than like a Giannis or something like that.
I called Manny Machado overrated and Jonathan Shoup the better prospect.
Well, I mean,
that's so much worse.
I'm going to just say I have long been an admirer of this site, and Fred Segal joins us now. And are you the mastermind behind it, Fred? Would you say?
I would guess. I mean, no one else has been behind it.
No, I mean,
myself.
How'd you come up with the idea? By the way, welcome to the show. Because we've all been victim to it. I always considered myself one of the earliest adopters of this. I loved this. I love the site.
Yes.
I love the accountability.
Yeah, you definitely were one of the early people to latch onto the feed and give it some exposure. You definitely helped bring it to the forefront. I started it in like 2015, essentially really as a counter to the sports media folks reposting their accurate predictions, along with self-congratulatory messages to themselves.
Oh, yes.
And I said to myself, someone should be the person who posts tweets and quotes that were these same media people turned out to be dead wrong. And I became that person.
I love the idea of it, Fred. I mean, it's great. And now you have a book that celebrates this, that is now available, and everybody can go grab the book right now and celebrate some of the greatest, faux pas that have ever occurred in sports media.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect the feed to become big, but when it did, it eventually allowed me to write a book. This book, Freezing Cold Takes NFL, about historic NFL predictions going wrong. But I wanted to do something in longer form, not just post 140 characters or 280 character tweets where there's not really context behind what was said. And if I write something from the past, like from 2000, about something from 2000 or a quote that was made in 1995, it's good to post why someone would have said that at the time, why they would have thought that.
Now, Fred, you have almost 600,000 followers on Twitter now, which is amazing. Do you recall off the top of your head the most freezing cold take of all that got the most interaction, kind of put you on the map maybe a little bit, or kind of exploded?
Yeah, I think this one is my favorite. I think it's from like 2014, but I posted it pretty quickly when I got the account. It was Colin Cowherd tweeted in 2014 that he just wrote, Dak Prescott will be a backup in the NFL, period, at tight end, period.
Oh, no.
Okay. It was during a game where Mississippi State was playing Alabama, and he was struggling during that game. So Colin made the assumption right away that Dak was I think it was his sophomore year, too.
Who are some of the people that give you your most material? Like, if you had a top three that you could throw out there, who would they be, Fred?
Can I guess, Fred? Can I guess one? Darren Ravel?
Well, no, not him, because he's not really making any sports takes.
Oh,
he's really talking about business and stuff, and he's not really that predictive.
Okay.
He's not really saying, like, he does have a few things, but he sometimes will say this company is going to go out of business in 5 years if you don't come up with some sort of plan for social marketing or something like that. But that's really all that he gets. Now, it really all depends on how much documented takes there are. Like, a lot of guys from Fox Sports 1, everything they say, the media team will plaster it on the screen, and then you'll have it forever. Like guys like Colin Cowherd, but Skip Bayless, pretty much everything he says ends up on could end up on my feed. But I try to keep it to a minimum, because you have to argue whether his takes are genuine, and I don't want disingenuous cakes fluttering my feet.
Yeah, you have standards. That's good standards there.
Yeah, I mean, come on. I mean, like if someone wants to get attention, then I'm not going to give them all that attention.
We got a lot of guys in the Philly market that live by that. They live for this.
There's one guy. I don't remember his name, but he's in a book.
Yep.
I have a whole chapter on Chip Kelly. And when Chip Kelly became the coach of the Eagles, and after that first game in Washington, when they were up like 23-3 at halftime, and Michael Vick had like 1,000 yards already. The entire world was talking about how Chip Kelly was going to revolutionize the entire game of football, and the Eagles' offense were never going to be stopped.
Yeah, there you go.
And there was one guy who just really, really pushed it for Philadelphia.
And that'll be in there.
Journalist, but he's also on the radio.
Okay, good. We'll get that one.
Fred, it's not me.
There's that guy. What's that guy? Elliot Shore Parks.
Yeah, he's good for that.
Yeah, he's really good for that stuff.
He's bold.
really
He's bold. I like bold.
I really hope that you don't have my Travis Fulgham is going to be 1,000-yard receiver take in the book. I'm really praying to God you don't have that. But have you ever gotten some blowback by some people that don't find the fun in this and get really angry that you retweeted them?
Oh, yes.
Tons of people. They all block me, and then they block whoever tags me.
Really?
So if you tag under one of their tweets, like if they said something about a prediction about a team going to win the Super Bowl, and that happens sometimes where people tag under them right when they make the tweet. If you tag under me, then you'd be blocked too.
Oh my gosh!
That's why I'm blocked by Darren Ravel.
That is so petty.
I mean, he may have blocked me for something different, but so that happens a lot. That guy, what's the MLB guy, John Heyman?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't like me at all. He's
Fred. Where does
he's the one who.
Where's everybody get the book?
You can get it online anywhere books are sold. Amazon.com. You can get it at Barnes & Noble, Borders, or you can order it. If you go to my Twitter feed, the pinned tweet has a link right there where you can get it and order it, and it's on sale today.
Am I a believer then that since you did an NFL edition, that eventually there'll be an MLB edition? There'll be an NBA edition?
That's the thought process. I originally was going to write one about just all sports. But then I decided that it could be a better plan to write maybe ones about different sports. So I started with the NFL because it's the most popular sport. But that's really the plan.
I'm still fascinated. I'm always fascinated by media members who don't want to just own. We do a segment every week that Pat runs for us called Stand Pat, where pretty much Pat embarrasses us for dumb things that we did during the week, mistakes we made, stupid things we said, things like that. And we also, on this show, have the Ledger of Accountability, where Coach, our producer, writes down stuff that we say. Bob said yesterday, Bob, what was your one yesterday we put in the Ledger? Coach, we put something in the Ledger yesterday.
I said that Carson Wentz will never beat the Eagles in a meaningful game.
And I said, okay, that goes in the Ledger.
That's a really tough one to say because Carson Wentz could play bad, and the Eagles could lose to them. Like in the NFL, anything happens.
Yeah, it's weird.
The best team in the league loses to the worst team in the league one week, and then that same best team wins the Super Bowl.
We love to go back and sort of mock each other because we're not nice nice to each other many days.
We don't do that.
I mean, it's sort of how it works.
I usually send my own tweets to Fred.
Yeah, you can send them right to Fred.
I'll usually end up
a lot.
Yeah,
it mitigates the damages.
Yeah, I'll find my own bad takes and just be like, here you go.
Pat, do you think that you're going to get less ridicule because of the fact that you self-imposed? That you went into the police station?
Yeah, a little bit.
That's awesome. Hey, Fred, we appreciate you being with us, and good luck with the book,
like
man.
A bad haircut. You make fun of your own bad haircut. What people going to do?
When I have one day, I will make sure that I do that. Fred, we love you. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Good luck with the book.
Thanks so much.
There you go, buddy.
Thanks, Fred.
The John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.